Biology 9700, paper 11, May June 2024, question number 20 to question number 40, part 2. So first of all, we will discuss the question number 21, and question number 21 is the diagram shows the chemical structure of the four bases. Four bases are shown over here, and which diagram shows thymine and cytosine. And you know, thymine and cytosine are the pyrimidines. And so the pyrimidines consist of single ring. So double rings are cancelled. That is 1 and 4 have double rings. So they cannot be the thymine and cytosine. So here you can see which one is the cytosine and which one is the thymine. You can see there is the formation of double bond over here, and there is the formation of triple bond over here. You can see that adenine always make double bond with thymine and guanine make triple bond with cytosine. So in the formation of this, I can see this is the thymine, which thymine, and it is cytosine. So C is the correct answer. Now we will move towards the question number 22. And here you can see question number 22. The diagram shows the nucleotide sequence of a small section of the transcribed strand of the gene. And so they have CGG, and we will write GCC, and then CGG, then G, and C, and GCC. So according to first one is the GCC, and GCC is the alanine. So alanine, so C and D are the wrong one. So you can see GCC. And then the next is CGG. So this is arginine. So this is arginine. So B is the correct answer. And the third one is GGC. That is GGC. And then the fourth one is GCC. GCC. Again, this one. So B is the correct option. Now, question number 23. And you can see the question number 23 is, what does the process of translation require? And you know, translation, it is the stage of protein synthesis. So it is the stage of protein synthesis, and you can see what happens in, first of all, in the translation. And the second is transcription. In the first translation, the formation of messenger RNA takes place, and in the second, there is translation when messenger RNA is at the ribosomes and amino acids are required, and transfer RNA should also be there. So I think so during the transcription, the formation of messenger RNA, in the translation, the formation of protein, or you can say the protein synthesis takes place. So D is the correct option in this case. Now we are moving towards the question number 24. And question number 24 is, the electron micrograph shows a longitudinal section of part of the stem of a plant. What is the name of the structure labeled X? So you can see the companion cell. So this is the companion cell, and the Casparian strip, no, and phloem sieve tube elements. Phloem sieve tube element, you can see the sieve plate over here. So xylem vessel element, no, xylem vessel is always empty. It don't have any structure inside. So D is not the, so C is the correct option. In question number 24. We will move towards the next question, question number 25. And question number 25 is, which substance makes xylem vessel walls impermeable to water? Cellulose. Cellulose will not make impermeability. So cellulose is not the correct. And so Berin, it is also not the collagen will not. Only lignin is there in the walls of the xylem, which makes it impermeable to water. So lignin, the process of lignification will help the xylem to make impermeability to the water. So B is the correct option. Question number 26. And question number 26, the following tissues carry an electrical impulses during the cardiac cycle. So atrioventricular node, muscle wall of atria, Purkinje tissues, and sinoatrial node. So the in which order does the electrical impulse travel during the cardiac cycle? So during the cardiac cycle, an electrical impulse, it will start from the sinoatrial node, and from sinoatrial node, it will be the first, and then it will move towards the muscle wall of the atria. So then it will be evenly distributed to all sides, and then through atrioventricular node, and then Purkinje tissues. So in this way, I would like to say this one be sinoatrial node, and then it will be muscular wall, and then it will be atrioventricular node, and then Purkinje tissue. So according to this movement of this nerve electrical impulse, the answer is C. Now we are moving towards the question number 27. And question number 27 is, the graph shows changes in the volume of the ventricles during a single cardiac cycle. So according to single cardiac cycle, you can see volume of the ventricles and atrial systole. Atrial systole is when there is the contraction produced into the atrias. So at that time, uh, after this, there is the start of ventricle systole, and when ventricle systole is there, it means the contraction of the ventricle. So at that condition, there should be not be the anteroventricular walls; they should be closed at that time. So they should be closed at that time. So they will be closed because there will be not backward flow of that blood from the towards the atria, and the and the other point is R diastole, where there is diastole. It means the at that time the ventricles, they will relax, and both atrial, they will have a high pressure at that. So, but it will not be too much. Right. So at that time, when both atria are at the condition when they are contracting, so at that time, the semilunar walls should be closed, because at that time the diastole is taking place, ventricular diastole is taking place. So semilunar wall should also be closed. So according to this, A is the correct answer. The graph shows how changes in oxygen concentration affect the percentage oxygen saturation of human hemoglobin and cat hemoglobin under normal psychological conditions, physiological conditions. The partial pressure of carbon dioxide was kept constant at 5, and the temperature was kept constant at 37 degrees centigrade. So here you can say oxygen dissociation curve, which is shifted towards the right. Which conclusion is supported by the graph? The affinity of cat hemoglobin for oxygen is greater than the affinity of human hemoglobin for oxygen. No, this is not the correct option. It is not greater, it is less. So at high partial pressure of oxygen, cat hemoglobin picks up oxygen more easily than the human hemoglobin picks up oxygen. No, again, it is not a correct option. You can see the oxygen carrying capacity will be low in that case. It will be not at high partial pressure. At low partial pressure of oxygen, oxygen is released more easily from cat hemoglobin than that from human hemoglobin. So it is the correct option when there is low partial pressure of oxygen. So oxygen is released very easily as comparison when it binds with it. So the shift in the oxygen dissociation curve caused by the Bohr effect in dark for cat hemoglobin, then we know it is not the correct option. So only C is that option which is correct in these four statements. So we are moving towards the question number 29. So question number 29 is, which statement is correct about how oxygen combines with hemoglobin? Combining all four oxygen molecules which does not affect the shape of the hemoglobin, it is very difficult when they combine with them with the heme. So their combining capacity is changed when first oxygen combines with it. So one oxygen molecule can combine with each heme group of the hemoglobin molecule. It is the correct option. The first oxygen molecule to combine with hemoglobin does not affect the shape of the hemoglobin. This is not correct because when first oxygen molecule combines, there is little bit difficulty in this combination. But after some time, when it is combined, then it will be easier for the other molecules to combine with it. The third oxygen molecule to combine with hemoglobin makes it more difficult for the fourth oxygen molecule to combine with hemoglobin, which is totally wrong. So only B is the correct option. And question number 30, how are alveoli adapted to their function? They contain squamous epithelium for a short diffusion distance. This is the correct option. They contain goblet cells. No, they do not contain goblet cells. They contain ciliated epithelium. Ciliated epithelium are not there. Only squamous epithelium is there. They contain cartilage. No, cartilage is not there. So only A is the correct option. Now we are moving towards the question number 31. And in question number 31, you can see over here. So what is happening in question number 31? The diagram shows oxygen diffusing from the space inside an alveolus into the blood through the gaseous exchange system. And you can see the oxygen is entering into the alveolus. X oxygen concentration inside the alveolus. W is oxygen concentration in the blood. And Y is the thickness of alveolar wall and capillary endothelium. So here you can see both of them are there. So what is happening? What would increase the rate of diffusion of oxygen from the alveolus to the blood? So what will happen? So you can say when oxygen concentration inside the alveolus is high. So it is high. And why it is, and it is increasing because during inhaling, when we inhale the oxygen from the air, then it enters into the alveolus. So in the alveolus, the concentration of oxygen is high. So it means it is we are breathing and concentration is increasing in this way. So it is moving from its higher concentration towards the lower concentration, and the lower concentration, it means towards the blood capillary where oxygen is in lower concentration. So it means in the W, the concentration will be continuously supplied, so it will remain the same. So here you can say in the Y, it is decreasing as oxygen is moving from higher concentration towards the lower. So in this way, it will be decrease in this at the point Y. So according to this, our answer A is not a correct answer. B, gain not, C not, and D is the correct option. That is, in X it will increases, and in Y it will decrease, and in W it will remain the same. So in this way, the D is the correct option. Now question number 32 is there. Which tissues are present in bronchus? In bronchus, trachea is further divided into bronchus, so cartilage should be there. Ciliated epithelium are also there, so smooth muscles are also there. So A is the correct option. B, C, and D are not the correct options. Now we are moving towards the question number 33. Question number 33 is, steep concentration gradients must be maintained for efficient gaseous exchange to occur in the human lungs. Steep concentration gradients. Which row correctly describes how steep concentration gradients can be maintained? So elastic fibers in the walls of the alveoli recoil when breathing out. So they will recoil, and with their recoiling, they will push out the oxygen out uh, towards the uh, capillary, and carbon dioxide out of the alveolus. So A, this is the correct statement. Continuous supply of deoxygenated blood by the pulmonary artery. So as breathing is continuously taking place, so this statement is also correct. So A is the correct option. B, C, D are not the correct options. Now question number 34. So question number 34 is, a scientist investigated the effect of an antibiotic on the treatment of cholera. 320 people with cholera were divided into two groups. One group was treated with the antibiotic while the other group was not given the antibiotic. Both groups were given fluids containing sugar and mineral salts. The scientists recorded the number of days that each person had diarrhea. The table shows in the result antibiotic and oral dehydration therapy. It is 3.2. Meantime, person had diarrhea. Oral dehydration therapy, it is 5.3. So the you can see the original value is 5.3. So we will do it 5.3 minus 3.2. So here you can write in this way, minus 3.2. So the answer is 2.1. We will 2.1 divided by 5.3 multiplied by 100. So the answer will be 39.6. So A is the correct option. Question number 35. How does the antibiotic penicillin affect the metabolism of a bacterial cell? Penicillin reduces the cell growth by preventing water uptake. No, this is not the correct option. This is the antibiotic. Penicillin inhibits the formation of cross links in the wall between peptidoglycan molecule. This is the correct option. It happens that because antibiotic penicillin affects the bacterial walls in this way. So penicillin inhibit the hydrolysis of peptidoglycan links in the cell wall during the extension. No, cell extension. So it is not the correct option. Penicillin weakens the cell wall by digesting peptidoglycan molecule. Again, this is not correct option. Only B is the correct option. Now, question number uh, 36 and question number 36 is there. You can see there. Scientists studied the multi-drug resistant bacterial infections in children caused by one type of bacteria between 2007 and 2015. The percentage of multi-drug resistant infections rose from 0.2% to 1.5%. So 0.1% to 1.5%. So we will calculate in this way 1.5 minus 0.2. So it will be equal to, and we will divide it 0.2. So it will 6.5 multiplied by 100. So answer after multiplying it with, we can get the answer which is D. D is the correct option by this calculation. Now question, whooping cough is a highly infectious disease of the gas exchange system caused by the bacterium Bordetella pertussis. Which method provides protection to infants against whooping cough and uh, reduces the chances of developing this disease later? A short course of more than one type of antibiotic, and then short course of more than one type of antibiotic. No, infectious disease, and they are talking about the whooping cough, highly infectious disease. So antibiotic will not work. A 6-month course of one type of antibiotic, again, both of they are are not the correct options. Injection of antibodies specific to Bordetella pertussis, again, antibodies are not required. So this is, they are talking about the vaccination, and in vaccination, the injection of form bacteria. So D is the correct option, because in vaccinations there are the antigens, not the antibodies. Next question, number 38. And question number 38 is, the electron micrograph shows a type of blood cell. You can see a type of blood, a large nucleus is there. What can be concluded from the electron micrograph? The cell secretes products that are toxic to pathogens. Not a correct option. The cell synthesizes a large quantity of protein. Yes, you can see over here, endoplasmic reticulum. They are very greater in number. They have covered most of the cell. So it means there is synthesis of large quantity of protein inside the cell. The cell synthesizes large quantities of antigen. No, the cell digests pathogenic bacteria. Again, this is not correct. Only B is the correct option, because you can see a larger area covered by the endoplasmic reticulum. More ribosomes are attached to them. So in this way, the process of protein synthesis is taking place in large quantity. Now question number 39 is there. So question number 39, why is mitosis important in the immune response, in the immune response. Why they are important? It allows beta lymphocytes to produce plasma cells. Yes, plasma cells. It allows beta lymphocytes to synthesize antibodies. No, this is not correct option. Mitosis, it allows, plasma cells and memory cells are produced during this process. It allows neutrophils to carry out phagocytes. No, it allows T lymphocytes to recognize. So again, no. So only the A is the correct option because it allows beta lymphocytes to produce plasma cells, and in this way the process will take place. What is the fused with, question number 40, what is the fused with the beta lymphocyte to form a hybridoma cell in monoclonal antibody production? So for the monoclonal antibody production, there should not the requirement of antigen, and no clone is required, no macrophage is required. So only myeloma cell is required for this purpose. So this is the D is the correct option for question number 40. So in this way, we have completed the paper 1. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.